That's a different. That is a totally different
So,
language for me, but that's
so,
right.
so, so when I asked Mac, I want to live with Wayne. I want to spend a week or two with Wayne. He's like, you're fucking nuts. You're nuts. Why is that the case? What am I
He would
going to
probably
see?
he probably mean that because of the way I work, Brett. So let's take it. So okay, let's think about it. My 2 days ago, what I've done. Um, right now, I've been working on I Am Not a Human Being. So I did two songs just within my last 2 days. I did two songs on I Am Not a Human Being, my next solo album, I Am Not a Human Being 3. We about to put out the second half of No Ceilings 3. I think they about to put that out tomorrow or something like that. So I'm never finished working, so I snuck in a new one on there. And so I did that's two things. And also I had Ferg came ASAP Ferg came through the studio. We was kicking it. He did a joint with me. Also, I'm working with Rich the Kid. Me and Rich did like two joints. And then after all that, I went to skate under the bridge at Lot 11. We had that book from midnight to 5 a.m. I was trying to do a board to bank and I didn't land it. And so therefore I went back last night. And I didn't go back the night before, I mean the night after, because I tweaked my ankle, but then wifey iced it. So it felt better. So I went back last night. I landed the trick, and uh, everything I did after that was this. They just woke me up from off the couch and said, "Don't forget, you got to do the bamboo thing with Brett." So,
So I got so many questions based on that. So if you couldn't do music, what would you be doing?
so that would mean only. That would mean music wouldn't. That would have to mean music doesn't exist.
Correct.
That was only be the only way I came. So that would mean music doesn't. There's no. That would mean there would have to be no such thing as music. So I would mean the only the thing I would be doing is you called it earlier, teaching, man. Be teaching, man.
So let's take Nicki and Drake as an example. Do you
Okay.
get just as good a feeling helping somebody? Because think about it. Think about those two and your footprint. Does it feel just as good as your own music?
Oh, probably better, Brett. Probably better to know that I have a part of what's going on with Nicki and Drake and anyone I've had Tiger, anyone I've had, you know what I mean? Someone that I know for a fact. We started from the bottom. I started from the ground. I helped them get to where they got, and I can only what it's like a seed you only have to water once and it never stop growing. So that's what I look at that as, and I just sit back and enjoy it. I enjoy the view. And yes, I do feel way better than I would feel about, because I am a perfectionist, Brett. So even the stuff that I present to the world, I still have my, like, oh, I should have said this, I should have did that. So with Nicki and with Dre and with anyone else that I've helped, there's no there's none of that. There's no, you should have said this or you should have. It's always that's perfect. That is a perfect picture you painted. And so yes, I feel a lot better about what I've done with them and what I've been able to do for them.
Do you want to find the next? Do you look forward to finding the next Nicki and Drake?
No, there's no such thing. I hate when
No,
people
but I
ask
mean,
me that.
but I
I
don't
hate
mean
when people
them.
ask me that. There's no
No, no,
such
no, no,
thing
no,
as the
no, no.
next Drake or next Nicki.
No, no. I don't mean that. I mean the next girl, male or female, that you can put your footprint on, and I was part of that. Or
Um,
is it
we
you can't just
we do that, So what happens is, um, I guess back then, Brett, when I did discover, Drake and Nicki, the game was different. Music was different. So what I mean by that is music, they came in during a time where, right before the whole social media pop off. And so they came in where it had everybody's attention, meaning it had everybody looking to see what is next, who is next. And, and then you got an option of, you got a choice to, okay, this is what's next. Do I like or yay or nay? That's not what it is these days, Brett. Now it's 1,000 new things a day, and you're the artist now. So with that, given that fact, unfortunately, given that fact, it's not, it's gonna be, there's no, you got to be something, you got to be you got to be more than someone to become a Drake or a Nicki these days, because
So
it's gonna just
so
right when you think you Drake or you Nicki, they about to post something of a little 6-year-old saying something that's more popular than
correct,
your song, so it don't even matter no more.
correct.
Yeah.
Are you happy? Are you happy that you're who you are, 10, 20 years ago versus coming out today?
Oh my God, bro. Uh, I am beyond elated that I am part of that culture, of that time, that era, whatever you want to call it. Call me whatever, triple OG, whatever you want to call it, and that is, I am very proud of the fact that I come from when there was no such thing as, what I mean, there was no such thing as put this out and let me see how many likes I got. Well, excuse me, what? No, you got to get your ass off your sofa, your couch, and go buy my shit. And so for me to know that I was able to make 1 million people do that in the first week every time I drop, thank God, ah, that's way better
So
than knowing that. That's way better than knowing that I got a million likes and all of a sudden y'all call I done went platinum. No, stop. No. Make some real music to where someone would get out their bed, count their 15.99 and go to walk their ass to a
correct.
store. And yeah, that's what I done, kids. Yeah, I done that.
You've done that, but
I done
do
that.
do you reflect on that? The fact that you had to work that shit, like you just should put it on fucking SoundCloud, and Post Malone told me he put it on SoundCloud the next while he's
Exactly.
sleeping.
I just told you I just told I say my little cousin puts out music. He used to send me music. Hey, go check my new song out because it's on SoundCloud. You my little cousin. What the hell is you talking about? You know what I mean? So you exactly. That's how easy it is these days, bro.
So I'm curious, what was the moment back when you knew shit, someone recognizes me, someone knows who I am? When was that?
When I was 11 years old and I was rapping on the block. I was rapping on the block and you know, and back when I was rapping at school, I was rapping at school every day. And like I told you, I was forming a little circle at lunchtime. I mean, at lunchtime every day, I had the circle around me, everybody trying to hear, listen. That was fine. That was fine. But once I started doing it on the block, and ain't no kids around, and there's only the big homies, these men, and they come in and they act, they come here, youngin, let me come here, look, say that little rap you did yesterday. Let me hear that again. Let him hear that. That's when now I'm getting my real approval. That's when I walk off from that situation. I'm walking back to the house like, I'm feeling myself. I'm rapping it to myself again, and I'm like, wow, I just got such and such. And that's how I got to Cash Money because one of the dudes from off the block was one of their artists. His name was Lil Slim. And so
Did you
when I went
did
to his
you
autograph signing, he introduced me to him.
did you know who Cash Money was at the time?
Cash Money was the biggest thing walking in. The biggest, there was no such thing as anything else as far as music in New Orleans. It was Cash Money and nothing else. Oh,
Had it
they had a rival called Big Boy Records. It was Cash Money Records, Big Boy Records.